My 3 favorite face masks that are actually face masks, because did you know that sheet masks do not count? Neither do the peel-off ones. Also, do you spy what I spy with my little eye? There's some kitties on the piano and they're not supposed to be up there, but they're going to be our special fuzzy guests today. We are going to be speaking about face masks, specifically my 3 favorites that are actually face masks. There are many face masks that I like, and I tend to prefer masks because when it comes to a cleanser, you're cleansing your skin for like, what, 60 seconds? These actually stay on your face for a good 20 minutes if you leave them on, if not longer. So they can actually do some work. Now, if you saw that first video, you know that most face masks don't count as face masks. Sheet mask does not do what a mask is supposed to. Neither does a peel-off mask. If you're very confused, you can watch that video here or here. I'll put it in the upper tab. You should open that in a new window and view it right after this, because you might be wasting your money or just doing your skincare routine improperly. But there is a specific skincare definition for a mask, which is to cleanse and purify the skin and potentially deliver nutrients. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about my 3 favorite. One that you're actually not gonna like a fact about it, the other that is super inexpensive and drugstore, and the third that is literally a party in your bathroom. Let's start out with a party in your bathroom. This is from Oola Henriksen. I always call them Olay Henriksen because that's what it looks like. But this is the Deep Pore Plunge Mask. I found out about this, I would say over 1.5 years ago, and it has been one of my favorites. The main ingredient in this is kaolin clay, but they also have bentonite clay. If we look at the ingredients, it also has AHA and BHA acids. If you remember, these acids are very exfoliating to the skin. They are brightening, and BHA acids can actually help with acne, removing some of the top layers of the dead built-on skin cells, but also delivering anti-inflammatory properties. This has AHA acids, so again, glowiness, brightness. This has BHA acids. Again, those are the ones that are gonna help with acne. This also happens to have that kaolin and bentonite clay, both of which detoxify and purify the skin. Now, those 2 words are also videos in themselves. When we talk about detoxification or purification, we're essentially referring to removing dirt, oil, and potentially even blackheads from the skin. In this, we also have some mentha, which is why it's some like peppermint oil, which is why this ends up kind of smelling and feeling super fresh. When you put this on the skin, it is this bright blue, which is gorgeous. So again, it's like a party in your bathtub. And on top of that, it feels like you just took a shower on your face. It feels like you just brushed your teeth on your face, like in a nice, non-abrasive way. It smells so good. And the reason that mentha is scientifically backed is because it can have anti-pain properties. I'm gonna wear this throughout the rest of the video. It's an excellent mask. It's at Sephora. It's a little bit more pricey. It's like $50 or something. But this is absolutely wonderful. And it is worth the price in every sense of the word, in the sense of the meaning. Sense of the sensing. Next, let's talk about a drugstore option, because if we show like a $50 or $60 option, we gotta back it up with an affordable one. This has been one of my favorites for years. You see this all the time and it's like, it's so cheap, does it actually work? This has one purpose and one purpose only, and it is to go on the face and to remove dirt and oil. And guess what? It does that. This is the Indian Healing Clay. It is 100% natural calcium bentonite clay, specifically green clay. So again, it's a huge jar. This was $6 at Whole Foods. You open it up, there's all this clay in here, and you take this out and you mix it with water. You put it on your face, and this actually dries onto the face. You can almost feel your heartbeat, like you can feel your own pulse. It's a little bit intense. It's a little bit scary. And sometimes when you wash it off, it does leave a little bit of chunks around here, and it can make your face a little bit red. Don't be afraid of that. The redness goes down. But you might need a moisturizer after, even if you're super oily, because this gets rid of the grease. I'm talking about anything on the nose, the T-zone, even out here, like you didn't know your skin could be this dry. This will help. And if you are super oily, or if your skin is really unregulated, like your skin is just not in control, this can help. I would recommend, if you have acne-prone skin, using something that has an active ingredient. So again, you can combine this with other ingredients. You could put tea tree oil diluted. You could follow it up with a salicylic toner, a salicylic toner or a salicylic serum, because salicylic acid, that BHA acid, will help to get rid of acne. but overall inexpensive, really, really good, and very, very nourishing to the skin. Now, this last one is my absolute favorite. I have known about this for, ooh, that's a good question. So let's preface this, and it does have 2 packages, neither of which you can purchase, which is again why you're not gonna like me for saying this. But this has been, I've known about this for like 3 years. The actual product I've known about for I would say the past 9 months. This is one of my favorite masks in the world. It is an anti-acne mask, it helps with scarring, and it is phenomenal. As you can see, it's kind of this powder, so again, you do have to mix something into it, but instead of mixing regular water like this, there's actually a special liquid that you mix into it. And the reason that this is so amazing is because it does have retinaldehyde in it. Retinaldehyde is really good for acne, and I highly encourage you turn around your labels. Remember, turn to learn, and try to find things that have retinol or retinaldehyde. Those are both ingredients that have been proven to help with acne, wrinkles, and a whole bunch of other conditions as proven by medical literature. The problem is that you can only get like pure retinoic acid from prescription. That's the most powerful there is. A step down from that is retinaldehyde, which you should look for, but it's very expensive and it's very hard to come by. And you also want to make sure that you're getting one that is not animal derived. You want it to be lab synthesized. A step down from retinaldehyde is retinol with an O. And that is the one that you see in a lot of over-the-counter skincare ingredients, and it is really good, but as you go up the scale of retinaldehyde to retinoic acid, you're increasing by like factors of 10, like it's 100 times more powerful. So always turn to learn those ingredients. This also has anti-inflammatory properties, it really helps with scars, it helps with active breakouts, and on top of that, it doesn't strip the skin. As much as I love this, you really do have to follow it up because it can strip. And for some people, they need that. For other people, you might not. This actually helps to balance the skin's microbiome. Again, our skin naturally has its own bacterial flora, just the way our guts do. And a lot of the products that we use tend to remove that and strip that off. And depending on what you're using is going to have an impact on that. So this balances it. The catch is that it is not available yet. And that is so sad. This is not the final packaging, and it's a bummer because it has helped me. I don't want to lie, it's something I have been using, but that's why I haven't done an updated skincare routine in like 9 months. But at the same time, it's frustrating because why am I going to recommend you something that you can't find? And that is why what I want to leave you with are some key ingredients to look for. Specifically, retinaldehyde, which again is one that you should look for. Tea tree oil, if you get it in a dilute manner, and if you're not sensitive to fragrances, tea tree oil has been used for thousands of years as an antimicrobial and an antibacterial agent. I also want you to look for spirulina. You might think of spirulina as something that you actually eat or consume, and although it is amazing for your body, it also has trace minerals and vitamins and even antioxidants that are really nourishing to the skin too. And again, this kind of goes on as like a mask and then you peel it off, but it's not abrasive and it's not like a sheet mask. You have to mix it yourself. And then when it comes to balancing your skin's microbiome, I want you to look for products that don't overly strip you. If your skin is feeling super tight, dry, irritated, and this product, whatever it is making your skin look good immediately, but then it gets worse over time, you're obviously doing your face harm. For me, that's what Proactive did to me. When I used it years ago, my acne would initially look a little bit better and then it would just get worse over time. And unfortunately, like, can we have an honest moment? The reason the cosmetic industry does that, which makes me upset, is because they want to get you addicted to a product so that you keep using it. You think about it, if I sell you this, and if this makes your acne look better temporarily, you're gonna keep using it. But what if it makes your skin worse overall? Well, you think that this helps, so you keep on buying it. And it's this cycle of it makes it a little bit better, and then it gets worse. It's a little bit better, but then the skin is dry, or the microbiome is disturbed, and it gets worse. And over time, this can lead to damage in the skin, especially if you have certain sensitivities, it can make them worse. Transepidermal water loss is something that's spoken about a lot. It is moisture or water leaking from the skin because the skin's natural function is compromised. And even outside of acne, that can cause a lot of issues for people. But unfortunately, so many of the products that we use are so heavily perfumed. Even this one has an amount of perfume that I don't like. So heavily, but it is excellent. Like, there's just so much crap in our products, and as consumers, if we don't learn how to read those labels and if we don't know what to look for, it becomes so hard to take care of ourselves. And as someone who has spent years of my life struggling with acne, and now even years more struggling with dealing with the scarring, and who literally worked as a telemarketer when I was a teenager and had nowhere to live, literally worked at a telemarketer, I would spend every single paycheck at Sephora to try to find the product that would cure my acne. And it would just be a waste of the only $90 that I had. And coming from there to where I am now, where I have supportive friends, I have a good relationship with my family, I've got fur babies, and I have the ability to read my skincare labels and choose things that I know are going to work for me. It hurts the way people at their weakest or people who need the help the most are the ones that are being taken advantage of. So always remember to turn to learn. I want you to take care of your skin and remember to love your body. It is a beautiful piece of artwork plus machinery, this biology that works for us, and we should try to work with it, not against it. These are my 3 favorite face masks. I hope that you found this video helpful, and watch the video right here about why sheet masks and exfoliating masks do not count. Here's more info. I love you guys.